So Daniel Smith and I from Go for Green Living, he and I came over here to a local guy who has a sawmill. And if you remember, I don't know if you recall back when I was doing the live events, I'll put a link in the video description and try to put it in the video here. But when I was doing the live events back in June, I think it was, with the World for Change TV, Dan was using some, or making compost tea, and that's the only thing that he uses to water his plants with. Well, here at the sawmill, what he makes his compost tea out of is this stuff here. It's just the leftover broken down pieces of wood that's just sawdust and shavings. And I'll show you here in a minute, but the guy who owns this sawmill just takes those shavings out over the back side of his hill here and just pushes them over the hill. And there's some shavings. He's been doing this for several years, I think 10 to 20 years, and there's shavings at the bottom of that hill that are 20 years old, and it's just black, amazing, perfect black topsoil. So I just wanted to bring you along and show you what I'm working on. And I encourage you that if you live in an area where you think there might be some sawmills, they're going to be perfect places for you to go and try to find topsoil extremely affordable. I think it's going to be $20 for 2 trailer loads. So, like I was saying a little bit ago, there is the back side of this pile with all of that sawdust. And it's been here, what'd you say, 10, 15 years? 20 years. 20 years. That farmer's been up there cutting wood at that the sawmill and throwing it back over this, the back side. So we got the black gold compost, basically is what it is, packaged up in the trailer, and we're ready to roll. Yeehaw! This is better than any roller coaster ride. We got back around here to the sawmill, and he's got this pile of scraps that he's actually got some that are cut up in fairly decent form. I think about one inch thick, and have 3 true sides on it, at least through the sawmill. So we're gonna pick through it and see what we can find, and he said we could pick them up for free. So there it is, a nice, small little pile of awesome composted sawdust. And you know, when we were scooping this up, we tried to get a little bit of the clay that was black clay, that this dirt had turned dark. You know, when it sets on top and you get all of the nutrients leaching into the clay below it, you can see there's a little clay that we had scooped up. But what I'm going to do is inoculate this with worms. I'm going to mix in some other compost and turn this into more compost than what we picked up. So you'll be seeing me use this a lot more in the potting throughout this spring or fall and winter and spring of the next year. We'll probably be going to get more of it, more than likely 2 or 3 more truckloads. So that's something in the future. But I'm telling you, that's one place that you can get good quality, heavy, nutrient rich, nutrient dense compost just from a lot of these farmers and guys that own sawmills. So I wanted to shoot a video about that and share it with you. It's been informative. Thank you so much for watching. But I do have one question for you before we go. Look at these cats. Look at these cats, guys. Look. They're running. Get
Get him! Psst. So now back to our regular programming. I do have a question for you before I go. Where do you like to get your nutrient-dense, nutrient-rich topsoil and all the amendments? What do you do to find good quality soil at a low cost? And I'm sure some of the people and the viewers will appreciate that. So if you leave that in the comment below, that'd be helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.